Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball as we get closer to crowning a champion and handing out hardware. In our first game, guard Odyssey Sims sits in second place on the leaderboard and has scored 20 or more points in 9 straight games. Captain Ty Harris claimed her first career MVP 1 award Thursday night with a team-high 21 points. Harris enters today currently in 4th place. Athletes Unlimited continues from the Music City right now. Welcome inside Nashville's Municipal Auditorium for the first of our doubleheader. It is Team Sims taking on Team Harris as we start National Women's History Month in the very right way. Taking a look at the leaderboard as we get closer to handing out some hardware. Maddie Siegrist stays in that pole position, followed by Odyssey Sims, Crystal Bradford, and Ty Harris. With that, we welcome you courtside alongside the Hall of Famer. It should be T-H-E and then Cheryl Swoops. I'm Cindy Brunson. Don Davenport is the third member of our broadcast team and will be along in just a bit. When you look at our doubleheader as a whole and that first game in particular, what are you looking for?
Listen, first of all, it's Champions Week. So if that doesn't motivate you, you're in the wrong place. But we have 2 teams coming in looking for their first win, and you know both of them want to be able to walk out of here with a W.
Well, Ty Harris is doing all she can and then some. A nice, easy-looking 20-piece a couple nights ago.
Listen, Ty Harris is a bucket. Coming in off of 21 points. She's averaging 15, but Ty Harris scores in so many different ways. She can take it to the basket. She can step out behind the arc, knock it down, and a nice little 1-2 dribble pull-up. You better find Ty Harris because she is a walking bucket. And for Team Sims, we know we're always talking about what Odyssey's going to bring, but we're talking about Asia Taylor coming off of her best performance so far in AU. Asia Taylor was a walking bucket Thursday night, scoring from everywhere on the floor. Asia Taylor needs to bring that and then some to give Team Sims a chance to win.
Taking a look at our starting lineups for Team Harris: Sid Colson, Ty Harris, Maya Caldwell, Dory Harrison, and Alyssa Peely. For Team Sims, Kia Nurse, Jalen Sherrod, Odyssey Sims, Isabel Harrison, and Alicia Clark. Let's welcome in the third member of our broadcast team, Don Davenport. Don, what do you have?
Well, Cindy and Cheryl, I think we all know by now that Odyssey Sims has a control what you can control mindset when it comes to chasing Maddie Siegrist on that leaderboard. But first and foremost, she told me they have got to win this game after a tough loss on Thursday. And you'll see some adjustments offensively from Team Sims today. A little more of a game plan after yesterday's practice. She told me they have got to get Izzy Harrison, Alicia Clark, and Asia Taylor the ball more in space. Hit them on a move option. Let them work, guys. She said Sunday might not be a factor if they can't get those team points in a win today.
Definitely something to keep an eye on, Don. Thanks so much for that. Our officiating crew is led by crew chief Clyde Mula, Kenzie Murray, and Jacob Budnick. We are ready to jump it up at the center circle. It is Team Sims wearing orange trimmed in black, and it is Team Harris wearing the home whites trimmed in purple. Now Sid Colson has to move everybody around, and then Odyssey has to adjust as well. If you don't think this matters, think again.
Well, I said it in the open, it's Champions Week. Every single player is going to come out, they're going to compete, leave it all on the floor, and see where you end up on that leaderboard. But Cindy, I want to go back to Dawn's point when she said Odyssey's going to switch some things up offensively. They have 5 players in double figures. You would think that's enough to be able to come out with a win. But what I love is her saying, Odyssey said, we've got to find Izzy, we got to find AC, we got to find Kia Nurse on the move. Get them the ball on the move because that's when they're at their best.
Sid Colson starting the offense after the Izzy Harrison missed triple try. Alyssa Peely to her captain Harris. Little too strong. Battle for the rebound won by Sims. She is such a good rebounding guard.
Yes. One of the best things she does is rebound the ball and just push in transition.
If you don't make her pick up the basketball, she's gone. Team Sims with an early lead. Maya Caldwell, triple try is good.
I am a Maya Caldwell fan. Thank you, Maya. Why? I love the fact that she plays both ends of the floor. Offensively, she is a bucket. Defensively, she can lock you up. And she's just a competitor.
Nice finish at the rim by Izzy Harrison on a terrific pass from Odyssey Sims, who is leading this league with better than 6 dimes a game. That pass a little too strong. And you know Alyssa Peely's got some strength because she flicked it and it flew.
Well, Odyssey Sims also has some strength. Odyssey is so good in the open court, and Maya Caldwell getting it going early from deep. I like that matchup with Alicia Clark defending Alyssa Peely.
Clark for 3.
Okay, OG.
AC with her 12th made three-pointer in this AU season. Ty Harris leaving it for Maya Caldwell, who almost lost the handle. Shot clock into single digits. Peely tried to get the reverse. Good defense by Harrison. A reminder what makes Athletes Unlimited so compelling, our unique individual point system. Kia Harris, nothing but nets.
So when I look at Team Sims, the 5 players that she has on the floor right now, they all are currently on a WNBA team. And that experience is something that you cannot teach. And just the ball movement that Team Sims had on that last possession, they can continue to play that way. They're going to put themselves in a good position to win this game.
Sid Colson answers with a 3 of her own. Every player in our league has a running score, and points are awarded or deducted based on individual performance. But a player's biggest points boost comes from their team winning quarters and games. Battle for the rebound. Caldwell comes out with it. And whose basketball is it? It belongs to Team Harris.
Yeah, and Team Sims, just a nice job. Odyssey pushing to Kia Nurse, to AC, back to Kia Nurse for 3. That is beautiful ball movement, and it's hard to defend when the ball is constantly moving.
The ball was not moving that efficiently for Team Sims on Thursday. Ty Harris a little too strong. And another opportunity for Team Sims to add to its 4-point lead in the quarter. As a player's biggest opportunity to climb the leaderboard is quarter win and game win points. Izzy Harrison goes flying out of bounds and a whistle blows. So Sid Colson picking up the personal foul, her first, team's first. And it'll be ball out of bounds on the side for Team Sims. Odyssey into Izzy.
Okay.
Nice drive and bump and the bucket as her sister Dory picks up the personal.
That was the old Izzy. Odyssey Sims doing a nice job of just getting the ball where it needs to be. Great shot fake by Izzy, getting baby sister in the air and one. Ooh, that's nice. That's the old Izzy.
Izzy shooting 77% from the free throw line. In the first season of AU, she was the Defensive Player of the Year. Such a great two-way player, Cheryl.
Yeah, Izzy, that's what she's always been able to do, playing on both ends of the floor. And I don't know if we talk enough about what Izzy brings defensively. We talk about how she can score in so many different ways on the offensive end, but defensively, you feel her presence. Okay, Maya.
We feel that. Maya Caldwell stepping back and finishing beautifully. Alicia Clark kicking it back to Harrison. Jalen Sherrod thought about the 3, puts it on the deck. And Team Sims just ran out of real estate. The ball will turn over to Team Harris wearing purple and white. It is Team Sims leading the quarter 13-8. What have you liked about this Sims offense so far, Cheryl?
I was just about to say, what I'm really loving is how everybody is sharing the basketball. They're moving without the basketball. The ball is finding the person it's supposed to find, and they look like they're having fun.
Beautiful drive to the bucket and find by Caldwell to Peely. Yara Leslie is at the scorer's table, set to check in for Team Harris, wearing purple and white.
For Team Harris, replacing Dory Harrison.
Well, and Caldwell, you got to get over that screen, and Odyssey doing a nice job, but Alyssa Peely just rolling to the basket. Great pass by Maya Caldwell.
So Ty Harris and company down a possession in this quarter, chasing the 60 quarter win points that goes to every player on the roster for winning the quarter. Shot clock winding down. Caldwell for three. And Sherrod is there for the rebound, and she is on the run. Clark bouncing beautifully to Sherrod, who smokes the lay-in. Sid Colson whipping it over to Harris. Three on the way. That's good. And just like that, we're tied at 13 points apiece here in the first quarter. 60 quarter win points on the line here in Champions Week. Per player on the roster for winning the quarter. Odyssey Sims. That's what she does, Cheryl. The hoop and the harm.
And you know what makes that so difficult is how Odyssey, when she's attacking, she just cradles it. But Ty Harris said that ain't a problem, just knocking it down from deep.
Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball is sponsored by Nike. Taking a look at photos of the top four on the leaderboard, all chasing that #1 spot and the big old gold medal that goes with it. Taking a look at our score, 15-13 advantage Team Sims. Odyssey, the second leading scorer in this league, again within an eyelash of winning it all, what it would mean to her in her own words.
I want to win because I feel like I deserve it. I think I've gotten closer and closer every year. Being a runner-up last year, getting third, I think the second year. But I got hurt, so I couldn't actually play the last game. I don't know. I just feel like it's my time. This week is going to be fun, but definitely hungry and greedy. Of course, I would like it, but we'll see what happens.
All right. Your reaction, Cheryl?
Well, she talked about how close she's been, and you know, the first season when she played, it was unfortunate that she got injured. Odyssey Sims, she comes out, she competes every single time, and currently there's about 775 points that separates Odyssey from Maddie Siegrist.
Look at you doing math.
Well, I can do a little bit.
I know.
I just did it on my phone, not in my head.
Hey, whatever gets you there.
But that goes back to what Dawn said earlier. The quarters matter. You have to win these quarters. And in Odyssey's case, she is trying to catch Maddie. So she needs to try to win every single quarter as well as the game.
As we take a look at our top 10 leaderboard, Maddie Siegrist has been in that top spot with 6,223 points. And there is Sims on her tail, trying to win this quarter to get those 60 quarter win points. And of course, the 180 points that go with winning the game as well. Then you have MVP points, MVP 1, 2, and 3. Also a player's ability to get awarded points that can help them secure a bag, Cheryl.
Well, and everything is about the bag. And that's why every single thing that you do on the court, it matters. Good things matter, bad things matter. And when I look at the top four spots coming into today's game, Maddie Siegrist has a nice lead, but anything can happen.
Asia Taylor at the free throw line, perfect. So she's on the scoreboard. 4 of the 5 starters for Team Sims have scored, and it's Odyssey's group leading the quarter by 5. Leslie for 3. Battle for the rebound, won by Harrison. She just tips it to Odyssey, who is on the run. Nice skip pass over to Nurse. 3 on the way. And Leslie secures the rebound. Leslie with the screen from Peely. Attacking, gets the roll. It's an and one opportunity for Kiara Leslie. Hello.
Just a great attack by Kiara Leslie, using her body, able to draw the foul on Odyssey. Kiara Leslie is a big, strong guard.
She's been shooting 67% from the free throw line this AU season. And of course, has secured that training camp contract with the Minnesota Lynx. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Team Harris trailing only by 2. And it's Team Sims with the basketball. Izzy Harrison getting it to Odyssey. Odyssey for 3. That missed everything. Leslie coming through with the easiest rebound she's ever going to get. Rebecca Harris just checked in, gets it to Peely, and an offensive foul is called.
You know what I love about that? First of all, Kia Nurse and Alicia Clark, they're going to defend every single player on the floor. But Alyssa Peely doing what she's supposed to do, posting up a smaller guard, she just gave her a little body. I don't know if it was just a little bit.
So a challenge on that play, and this is something I watched happen to Alyssa Peely throughout her collegiate career. I don't want to say Kia Nurse was flopping, but it has happened to Peely in the past, which is why I think Ty Harris as captain said, let's challenge that call.
Well, and here's the tough part. Alyssa Peely did exactly what she's supposed to do. She's going to go down, post up a smaller player. Did Kia Nurse flop? I'm not really sure, but typically when there's a bigger player going against a smaller player, the ref is going to give the smaller player the benefit of the doubt.
Here's one more look, Cheryl.
Now, Kia Nurse is a good defender. Get up, Kia.
What Cheryl said.
I think Kia sold that one a little bit. I mean, Alyssa, she lowered her shoulder, but I don't think to a point where that should have been an offensive foul.
A reminder, our officiating crew is led by C. Clyde Mula, taking a look at what all is happening on the monitor after the captain's challenge. Kenzie Murray, Jacob Butnick also helping. And we're about to get a decision here at the table, as Kenzie is going to let Cheryl know what's going on. Again, Team Sims leading by 2 over Team Harris, and the adjudication is...
Well, that's why I'm not a ref.
Oh.
It was an offensive foul.
Three minutes to go here in the first quarter. The call is upheld as the challenge is unsuccessful by Team Harris. So Alicia Clark in that defensive stand, helping her team protect its 2-point lead in the quarter and the 60 quarter win points that will go along with winning the first 10 minutes of play. So ball out of bounds on the side for Team Sims as they bring the basketball up the floor.
That's a tough call. Peely, she lowered her shoulder a little bit. She's like, I can't help if I'm this strong.
It's her broad shoulders. That's how she was built. I love it. Ball out of bounds on the side for Team Sims. Shot clock into single digits. Asia Taylor puts the ball on the deck, out of the triple team. Nice give and go. Kia Nurse dribbling around and gets the roll. Veteran move by Kia Nurse.
I don't think Kia realized she was that wide open in the paint.
Team Sims leading by 4. Leslie trying to kick it out, gets the ball back up and in.
Just a little bit of luck.
Team Sims leading by a deuce, inside to Nurse, who's doubled, kicks it back out. AC for 3. Left it short. And Peely comes down with the rebound. Rebecca Harris is on the run, looking for teammates to pass to. 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Nice pick and roll.
That's nice, Ty.
Peely thought she might have earned a foul. Ty Harris let the official know it should have been an and one. And Odyssey, if you don't make her pick up the basketball, that lefty magic is happy to go to the 10.
Yes, and because she's so good beyond the arc, you have to close out long, and when you do, she just puts the ball on the deck and attacks the basket.
Odyssey leading all scorers with 7 points. Maya Caldwell, the hoop wouldn't have it. Here comes Asia Taylor, proving she can be a point forward. Stepping through, up and in. I'll have whatever Asia Taylor is having.
Cindy, you said Asia Taylor coming in off of the best game she's had so far in AU, and she is picking up right where she left off.
Whistle blows. They will ticket Harris.
Yeah, Asia Taylor just putting the ball on the deck. Maya Caldwell, move out the way. I see you, big girl. That was nice, and it might have been a foul.
So Rebecca Harris, one of the best free throwers in this league at 94%, stepping to the free throw line after Taylor Mikesell picked up the personal. So Harris connects. The AU Pro Shop is excited to announce that our best-selling Nike replica jerseys are back. This signature style in black and gold was designed with our fans in mind and is the perfect game day addition to your wardrobe. Visit the AU Pro Shop on the concourse or shop.auprosports.com to purchase yours today.
Okay, so you know I'm always trying to pay homage to my WNBA sisters.
Yes.
And I got it. Asia Taylor reminds me of Delisha Milton-Jones.
Ooh, I love that comp.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Yes.
100%.
Izzy Harrison leaves it short. Now we need to know if Asia wants to win more than she wants to breathe like Delisha.
No doubt. I was going to say, but Asia competes. She plays hard, just like Delisha.
Ty Harris, the little floater wouldn't fall. Tried to scoop it home. Taylor a little too strong to Kia Nurse. Good idea, though. Under a minute to go here in this first quarter of play. Just one possession separating Team Sims and Team Harris for those 60 leaderboard points that go to the winning team after the first 10 minutes of play. And the quarter points and the game win points are what really help players catapult up the leaderboard.
You know, Odyssey Sims right now, her team up by 2. She's trying to catch Maddie Siegrist. This first quarter could be really big for her.
A late whistle is going against Alicia Clark, and you weren't here on Thursday, Cheryl, but AC is so good at helping the officials do their job, teaching them exactly what they need to know to make the right call.
Well, she's a vet. That's what she's supposed to do.
Heck yeah.
She's still giving them a earful.
Dory Harrison, shooting 75% from the free throw line this season, gets the first one to fall. This free throw to tie the game at 24. Dory splits a pair. Odyssey's got the basketball. Shot clock and game clock differentiated by about 10 seconds. Odyssey calling out the play she would like to see. Maya Caldwell in the passing lane. Taylor, good recovery defense. Ty Harris has to give it up. Rebecca Harris pulls it back out. Team Sims with a 1-point lead. 7 seconds to go. Team Harris has got to get it up. Ty Harris. And that ball is short. And that is how the quarter will end. Team Sims gets the victory by 1 point, taking that quarter win and getting 60 points per player along the way. We are off to a white hot start here in the Music City. Grab a snack and come on back. Welcome back to Nashville's Municipal Auditorium. Team Sims taking that first quarter and the 60 leaderboard points per player that go with it. Odyssey was in the zone early, Cheryl. How was she getting it done?
Yeah, Odyssey's just scoring from everywhere on the floor, but I love the aggressiveness of Odyssey and Team Sims. Here, just pushing in transition. You got to find her, slow the ball down, finding her teammates, knowing where to get the ball at the right time. She has 7 points in the first quarter, but Odyssey was so aggressive, just attacking the basket. She hasn't really done a whole lot from outside, but I love this Odyssey Sims when she is that aggressive, just getting to the rim with ease.
Odyssey Sims with 7 points to lead all scorers and 2 assists. As you take a look at her points breakdown, she has had 510 MVP points. Her stat points ridiculous, and it's those win points that really are a separator, second in the league in that category, Cheryl.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important to win quarters. You get 60 points per quarter, 180 points for a team win, and you know Odyssey is looking at that leaderboard saying, I need to win every single quarter, I need to win the game, and I need to get MVP 1. I'm not going to say 2 or 3 because she needs 1 to try to catch Maddie.
That part. For more on Team Sims, let's kick it over to Dawn Davenport.
Yeah, Cindy, it is fun to hear AC and Odyssey Sims on the bench, almost like they're speaking their own language. That last time out, all about finding space for her playmakers. Alicia Clark saying, I've got to come higher. Odyssey Sims saying, no, I've got to do this. But it's fun to watch those veterans as they try to get things done here like Odyssey's doing.
Thanks so much, Dawn. Stepping through is Odyssey, earning a trip to the free throw line.
Well, Dawn, when you talk about spacing, you saw this last play, why spacing is so important, because with the guards that Odyssey has, in particular herself, she needs that room and that space to create, and not only create for herself, but also creating for her teammates.
Sims buries the first free throw try. No surprise there. 93% from the free throw line, in addition to leading the league in assists at better than 6 per. And she has been a captain now 13 times in her AU Pro career, most of any hooper.
And, you know, I go back to when she was talking about why she wants to win, because she deserves to win. Absolutely. She's put the time in. She's put the work in. She's exactly where she wants to be. And Alyssa Peely is also putting that work in, just knocking it down from deep. I see you, big girl.
Alyssa Peely with her 13th three-point make this season. And that's what makes her so much of a weapon. Inside, outside, a true 3-level scorer. Izzy Harrison coming through with the steal and is pushing pace. A unique feature of Athletes Unlimited is our chair chat. A player who is in the game will step aside, pop in the chair, and answer questions for us. And that player right now is Asia Taylor. Asia, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm happy to be back in the chair.
Nice to have you back. Beautiful finish by Maya Caldwell there. Asia, what was Odyssey's message to you guys before this game?
Basically to stay as aggressive as we were, to take the good things that we did in that game. That first quarter is just really what killed us. The rest of the game we played really well.
Right,
so
back
we just
on
wanted
Thursday.
to build on that. Yes, we just wanted to build on that. And that was really her main message.
Well, Asia, I unfortunately missed your incredible performance on Thursday night, but it looks like you are picking up right where you left off. How has AU been for you so far this season?
It's been phenomenal. It's all the little things that I love about just everything that they do to make us feel comfortable, and we all feel important. From number 1 to number 40, they make us all feel important. I love that. I got a chance to be mic'd up last game. My family loved it. They're home watching and supporting, and it's everything for me to be represented in this way in such a positive light.
That is amazing. What have you worked on in your game in particular over the last month?
Really just catch and shoot threes. Just stepping out there, letting them ride. My team has confidence in me. I know last game, was telling me, shoot those threes, Tay, we need you to shoot them. So just having that confidence, and then also just being aggressive, being myself. Sometimes when you get out here with other players, you kind of take a back seat a little bit. But for me, just knowing, like, I need to be aggressive always, because that's what helps my team most, especially on defense too. I love it. So I've just been trying to stay locked into the moment.
And so for us at the table, we're always advocating for players, for our teams, coaches, GMs that are listening in the W. Why should they bring Asia Taylor to training camp?
Listen, I feel like I can bring positive things to any team. I think I show here, even with playing with a lot of other great players, I still find my moments to bring positive things to the game, offense and defense. I know the first week I was playing a 5. Who you know, 6'1" in the league playing a 5, you know what I'm saying? Give me a ring. But I really, if I go to a team, I want to be there because I'm myself, and that they trust me for all the good things that I bring and that I get to be myself. So that's really my only thing. But, you know, give me a little ring ding.
Listen, I'm going to add one thing to it before we let you go. And you're a competitor. Every single team needs a competitor. So
Yes.
good luck.
Thank you
While
so much.
we wait for that phone call.
Thank you. And thanks for adding that stamp on there. They're going to trust you over me. So, you know what I'm saying? If they give you a ring ding, you make sure you call, okay?
I got you.
All right, I appreciate
you.
y'all. And thank y'all so much for everything you do, just hyping us up, making us feel good. My family loves y'all. So they listening right now, and they like, listen, they hold it down. Y'all hold it down for us. So I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Asia. You guys make it easy. It's easy to share the flowers when there's so much good basketball happening in front of us. With the shot clock getting low, it is Team Harris with the lead in the game and in this quarter. Leading the quarter 11-8, leading the game 34-32. It was Team Sims in orange winning that first quarter and the 60 quarter win points that go along with that. Odyssey Sims leading all scorers with 10 points, bringing the ball up the floor.
Well, Cindy, during that chair chat, can we talk about Rebecca Harris?
I love her.
Rebecca Harris has been here from day one. What I love about Rebecca Harris, she's always ready.
Yep.
Right? First season, second season, didn't get a lot of playing time, didn't get a lot of minutes. She never got down. She's always the same person, same player, and it is paying off. She is 2 for 2 from deep, 8 points. She just always brings that energy off the bench for any team that she's on.
Yeah, to your point, she is averaging a career high of nearly 8 points a game, and she has already hit 11 three-pointers this season, definitely a career high. And she's a member of the Players Executive Committee, too.
Yeah.
So on the court and in the boardroom, and she's just hit her third three of the day.
Let's go, Becca. Let's go, Becca.
So Rebecca Harris now getting it done. Thea Nurse is whistled for the offensive foul.
Listen, and Rebecca Harris is getting it done everywhere on the floor. Sid just a little tap out. That's good D, but that's better offense, Rebecca Harris.
Okay, so the lead is 37-32 in the game for Team Harris, 14-8 here in the quarter. What's different about the team wearing purple and white, Cheryl?
Well, from the first quarter, they're just competing. They're playing hard. Rebecca Harris is a big difference in this second quarter.
Rebecca Harris leading all scorers with 11.
Sorry, they're doing exactly what Team Sims was doing in the first quarter. They're moving the basketball, they're sharing the basketball, and that has been the biggest difference for Team Harris in the second quarter.
So Jalen Sherrod picking up the personal foul, her first. That'll send Alyssa Peely back to the free throw line. Peely, just a terrific all-around player, shooting 82% from the free throw line this AU season. Unable to connect on the first. Be sure to follow at AU Pro Basketball on Instagram to see exclusive content featuring your favorite AU players. This includes highlights, mic'd up segments, behind the scenes action, and oh so much more. It is there for you at AU Pro Basketball. Little show and go by Peely, and she is denied by Clark, but Desiree Young winds up with 2.
Look what I found. Great defense by Alicia Clark, but Desiree Young there for the loose ball.
5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Team Harris doubling up Team Sims here in the second quarter, 16-8. Odyssey Sims doesn't get the roll. Ball is poked out of bounds, and it will stay with Team Sims. Kiara Leslie checking back in for Team Harris, wearing jersey number 3. Ball out of bounds underneath for Odyssey Sims group. Alyssa Peely has earned a rest. And it will be Asia Taylor, who was just in the chair for a chair chat at the free throw line.
Well, you know, something that she said, I'm playing the 5. I'm 6'1", and I'm playing the 5. That's another thing I love about Asia Taylor is she's like, wherever you want me to play, just put me in the game, coach. I got it.
Right? Well, just vibing AT right there, right?
Yeah, oh, for sure.
That's what she does.
For sure. No doubt.
Freshly minted
AT
member
plays the
of
1 through 5.
Phoenix Mercury. Yeah, you bet. Taylor connects on that first free throw try. Shooting nearly 80% from the free throw line is Taylor. Just another box that she checks at the next level.
Well, I asked her that question about why should a team bring you into training camp, because I want to know what she sees and what she thinks. But, you know, the thing I love about Asia Taylor, from week 1 to week 4, she's worked on her game. She's gotten better. I see the confidence. Everything that she's doing on the floor matters, and she could absolutely bring that extra something that a team needs.
100%. Sig Colson thought about the three and was denied by Kia Nurse. They chop it up, coming back down the floor.
I think she said to see it. Give me that.
Ball is tipped out of bounds, and it will stay with Team Sims wearing orange.
Media timeouts.
And with that, we will step aside. Team Harris leading this game by 5 and in the quarter by 6. Coming to a city near you, AUSL. 4 teams, Bandits, Blaze, Talons, and Volts, with set rosters featuring general managers and head coaches. Rosters consist of 16 players each. Regular season consists of a 48-game slate in a traveling format. Season spans June and July and culminates with a team champion. In addition, the All-Star Cup will take place in August with a 24-game slate and finish with an individual champion. And a photo shoot this week in my home state of Arizona. Looking good with the new thread, Cheryl.
Yeah, I can't decide which one's my fave. I like the Talons. But I also like this, well, the Volts.
Yeah.
That was number 22. Of course I like the Volts.
There we go. Bandits, Blaze, Talons, Volts. And this is such a great opportunity to showcase softball as we count down to the Olympics in Los Angeles, where softball will once again be included. Thank you to the softball gods for making that happen. A whistle blows as Leslie goes airborne. I don't think she has the ability to fly, so there had to be some sort of infraction.
And so every player on Team Sims looked at the ref like, huh?
So it'll be ball out of bounds on the side for Team Harris as Asia Taylor picks up the personal foul. Team Harris leading the game by 3, leading the quarter by 4. 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Charisma Osborne swinging it over to Harris. Leslie, corner 3, rims out. And the ball will belong to Team Sims.
That shot didn't fall for Kiara Leslie, but that was great ball movement by Team Harris.
Taking a look at the top 10 slots on the leaderboard. Medals awarded on Sunday for the top 4 finishers. Right now, Maddie Segrist, Odyssey Sims, Crystal Bradford, and Ty Harris.
Oh, that's tough,
Izzy Harrison getting it done. She's into double figures now with 11, and it's a little 6-0 run by Team Sims. Leslie coming through with the old board, couldn't finish at the cup. Ball is poked out of bounds, and it will belong to Team Harris.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This might be the best Izzy has looked. Just taking her time. Nice post up. Nice step back baby jumper in the lane. Izzy looks really, really good today.
She's chasing a double-double already with 11 points, 5 rebounds. 3.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter of play. Odyssey Sims is tripped up. Dory Harrison tried to be a good sport and help her up, but Odyssey only wants to see orange around her.
Like, I can appreciate that, Dory, but Big Sis kind of tapped Dory on the butt and was like, no, we got her.
It's so cute. I just love that the sisters are playing against one another. And shout out to the local news outlets. All of the stations I have been watching judiciously on a day off have featured stories about Athletes Unlimited, including Dory and Izzy. And it has been so cool to see. It's the first time I can say that with a full throat, as we have now entered season 4 of AU Pro Sports. Didn't see it in Vegas, didn't see it in Dallas. It's so cool to see it happening here on the regular in Nashville.
Listen, the coverage has been incredible. And we already talked about how great the social media team is.
Oh, yeah.
But also, everywhere you go around the city, they talk about Athletes Unlimited and how excited they are to have us in town.
So Team Harris has a 2-point lead in this quarter and a 1-point lead in the game. A 6-0 run by Team Harris. Izzy Harrison goes flying out of bounds. And it will be a review request by Odyssey Sims, who says, if Izzy says she didn't tip it out of bounds, I trust my post player in that.
So I was talking to Izzy's parents last week.
Yeah.
And her mom said, I am a nervous wreck over here watching my 2 babies play against each other. I would much rather have them on the same team than playing against each other.
I love that. Ida and Dennis always locked in for their girls. Huge announcement concerning Athletes Unlimited and the Music City. Friday, we got word, a multi-year deal for Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball to return to Nashville in 2026 and beyond. This season, attendance up nearly 80%, merchandise sales almost 100%, and social engagement nearly 70%. And that is just cool across the board, Cheryl.
Yeah, everything about it. First of all, the fact that we know we will be coming back here. Nashville will be home for AU for the next few years. I am so thrilled. You notice how I said us. So I'm already putting us back here also.
Oh, I like that. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
I did
Mark
it.
that down with a Sharpie.
I did it. But it's been so cool to be here, and we just talked about it. The excitement in the city is everywhere. But when you talk about merchandise sales, to me, that just talks to the point of the growth of the game.
Yes.
How people are just loving women's basketball.
No better stop for a 5-on-5 outside of the WNBA. For more, let's kick it over to Don Davenport.
Hey, Cindy and Cheryl, I'm going to add my name to your list of I'm coming back too.
Yes,
right?
you are.
Yeah?
Yes, you
are. No, it's been fun. I actually live in Nashville, and it's been fun to see this community really pull together and support Athletes Unlimited. And I'll tell you, this is a hotbed for women's basketball. Always has been. We can thank Pat Summitt for that here in the state of Tennessee. But I talked to a bunch of the women about the fact that this league is going to stay here in Nashville. Odyssey Sims is from Dallas, so she kind of had some mixed emotions about it. But the overall feeling, Nashville has showed out. The support has been awesome. This league is great. It gives these players options that they don't necessarily have to go overseas, and they've really loved their time here in Nashville.
All right, thanks so much for that, Dawn. The call was overturned, so Odyssey winning the challenge and retaining possession of the basketball. And good on Odyssey to listen to Izzy. Izzy's like, man, I was right here. I know who tipped it out.
Absolutely.
Challenge.
And I had already put Dawn in that anyway. When I said we're coming back, Dawn.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that was you too.
This is the crew. Odyssey Sims, triple too strong. Ty Harris has the rebound and is on the run. Nice give to Dory Harrison, who finishes at the rim. So Team Harris leading by 4 in this quarter and by 3 in the game. 2.5 minutes to go before we hit the half. Odyssey Sims lost the handle, had the ball poked away. Maya Caldwell ahead to Kiara Leslie. Oh, Alyssa Peely knows how to finish.
2 plays back-to-back. Nice transition buckets for Team Harris.
Asia Taylor at the cup. Let them know,
Okay,
Asia. She's quickly got 8 points, perfect at the free throw line, 4 for 4 and 4 rebounds, as well as she continues to stuff the stat sheet. AC coming through with the steal. That's just what she does. We've seen her do it for 14 years now in the WNBA heading into this season. Odyssey Sims is like, I want the foul, didn't get it, and then picks up a technical foul because Clyde Mula has heard enough from number 99.
I know she picked up a tech, but that last move was nasty. I might agree. It was a little bit of contact.
Here's the play, Cheryl. What say you after the Ty Harris free throw? Ball don't lie. That's all I'm going to say.
Of course, that's the ball don't lie. But Odyssey Sims in transition is deadly with the ball in her hand. You got to find her early, but just attacking, nice little hesitation. Although it was a foul on Ty Harris.
Yeah. She wanted the continuation, didn't get it. Let Clyde Mula have an earful and picked up the technical. Ty Harris. Nice find to Dory Harrison. Kick out to Maya Caldwell for three.
That is just beautiful basketball. Into your post player, gets double teamed, finds a wide open Maya Caldwell for three. Maya Caldwell shooting the ball really well today.
Team Harris leading by 5 in this quarter, by 4 in the game. Izzy Harrison giving it back to O, bouncing back to Izzy, getting her sister in the air, wanted a whistle, didn't get it, and again it's Clyde Mula. He is not earning any friendships from the players on this court. And that'll go against AC, and that's what you call a good foul, right, Cheryl? You just want to make the basket as hard as possible on the opposition.
Like I was always taught, if you're going to foul on a shot, don't let them make the shot.
So Dory Harrison will step to the free throw line. Dory shooting 75% from the stripe this AU season, her best AU season by far. She connects on the first. Under a minute to go here in this second quarter. 60 leaderboard points are on the line. Team Sims won the first 60 by winning the first quarter. Team Harris leading here in the second quarter by 6. Dory trying to make that 7, and she's unable to do that. Sister Izzy comes down with the rebound. Team Harris also leading the game by 5. Jalen Sherrod leaving it for her captain, Odyssey Sims. Odyssey off the bounce. Doesn't get the roll. Good rebound by Dory Harrison. Ty Harris says, give it to me long, and is there to get the basketball. Game clock twice as long as the shot clock. Dory. It's an and one opportunity. The shot wouldn't fall, but Dory's headed back to the free throw line.
And you know Dory wanted that bucket to go down.
Yeah, because the foul was against Izzy. So Dory stepping back to the stripe with her team leading by 5 in the game and by 6 here in this second quarter. An equalizing opportunity and quarter win points for Team Harris. All they have to do is finish strong here in the final 21 seconds. Shot clock is off. Harrison makes a pair. So the lead is 7 here in the second quarter. And Team Sims has a ton of work to do with the time winding down. Nice job by Ty Harris to earn herself some quarter win points and help her climb up the leaderboard. Odyssey Sims off glass. She's got 14 to lead all scorers.
And that's a nice floater by Odyssey.
Shot clock is off. That's a little too strong by Alyssa Peely, and that is how the first half will end, as Team Harris will take a 5-point lead into the locker room and wins the second quarter by 6, and the 60 leaderboard points per player that go along with winning the second 10 minutes. We are ready for a fantastic halftime show for you. Don Davenport has you taken care of. Enjoy.
Welcome back to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. It's Champions Week of Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball. Team Harris leading our first game of the day, 49-44. Well, you always hear that representation matters. Young women sometimes need to be able to see it to believe that they can actually do it. Another reason why Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball is so important, and these athletes are embracing the fact that they're role models.
light reading.
I've never read this before. Can I open it? Ooh, this is so dope.
This is the Book of Unlimited. It's a complete history of Athletes Unlimited across all sports and across all seasons. The book was made by an artist in Ukraine, hand-tooled leather, handmade paper, hand-bound, and beautifully produced. My favorite thing about the book is that it celebrates all of the athletes who have competed. Each page is hand-embellished in gold leaf and in calligraphy. There's a custom Athletes Unlimited helping hand wreath that decorates the pages. At the beginning of our season, in our opening ceremony, the book is opened. It is unbuckled, and we celebrate the page yet to be filled. At our closing ceremony, the champion's name is hand-inscribed into the book, and then the book is closed. The Book of Unlimited is here in Nashville. We are ready for a new champion.
All right, I want to let you know about the postseason awards in Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball. Medals to the top 4 finishers on the leaderboard. Also give a Defensive Player of the Year and Newcomer of the Year as well. Those awards will be given out tomorrow. Now, these women are also showing other women that you can do it all. Odyssey Sims talks about balancing motherhood with pro hoops. That's next. Welcome back to Nashville. How about Odyssey Sims, a straight baller, came in second on the leaderboard. Her team trailing Team Harris at the half by 5. All right, we know how good Odyssey Sims is on the court, but there's a bigger purpose in her life. That's her 4-year-old son, Jaden. Check it out.
If I was not a mom, if Jaden wasn't here, would my career still be the same? Would I still be playing basketball? I honestly don't think so. Jaden means the most to me. That's my biggest blessing, my greatest accomplishment. I love being a mom. Throw it to me. If I throw it, you gonna catch it? You gotta catch it. Hold it up. You're supposed to shoot like mommy. Shoot like mama. To be a mom and to be an athlete, it's a hard balance sometimes. The days that I'm tired, the days that, you know, I feel like I'm not gonna make it, I look at him and I'm like, I mean, it makes everything worth it.
Odyssey Sims has been absolutely stellar thus far here in season 4. Sims, step back. Buries it.
Sims is so tough to stop.
Oh, Odyssey split the defenders and in.
She's a magician with that rock.
Odyssey Sims tracking down that rebound. She knows she's got that triple-double. Look at that smile on her face.
Odyssey Sims is a baller.
Is there anything Odyssey Sims can't do?
Winning and being the champion would mean a lot to me because my son can be proud of his mom won something. Like, oh my gosh, Mom, you're a champion here. You won on every level. Something to add to. So it definitely would mean a lot.
Oh, I got to meet him yesterday at practice. He was watching Mom. He's so proud of her. Odyssey told me he said that he wants to be a basketball player one day, just like his mama. Looking good so far, too, for Odyssey Sims right now. 2nd place last year, 3rd place 2 years ago. Can she get those first place points as Team Sims tries to catch Team Harris in the second half? Stay with us.
Welcome to the city where the dogs come to eat, where the winners come to play, and where the music in the streets, where the women really hooping. Please don't act like you ain't seen them. Price went up on all them jerseys. 40 players all competing. What we finna do? Let's get it. What we finna do? Let's really get into it.
Welcome back inside Nashville's Municipal Auditorium. It is Team Harris leading Team Sims in the first of our doubleheader at the half, 49-44. Our favorite player And your favorite player, Sid Colson, is mic'd up for us. Let's go into the game with the U.S. Air Force.
Because if Jalen knocking down shots to beat us, then we live. Then we live with it.
And in transition, they're hunting threes or getting downhill. So if your man not back, be in a gap.
I like it. We gonna run it again, Ty? Hey, but with Leash with you over there, Leash won't be able to keep up with you foot speed wise. Your first step, you look to reject that. Everybody's high. Look to like fake like you using the screen. Go take her to the basket. Hey, come here, come here. If they do it again, y'all switch, ride the guard out. Okay, then you're gonna get It's all right, because I'll help. I can help with that.
Sid Colson always bringing the intensity and leadership.
Yeah, that is who Sid Colson is. She always has been. She's going to be that leader regardless of where she's playing, who she's playing for. That's what you're going to get from Sid Colson every time she steps out on the floor.
We welcome you courtside alongside the Hall of Famer Sheryl Swoopes. I'm Cindy Brunson. Don Davenport is the third member of our broadcast team. And I tell you what, watching that first half of play was like textbook basketball. So many players contributing. Let's take a look at Team Sims first.
Yeah, Team Sims, every single player that stepped out on this floor contributed, and they brought what they needed to bring. Odyssey Sims was very aggressive from the beginning, attacking the basket, but also understanding who needs to get the ball, where they need to get it, finding Izzy diving to the basket for two, Asia Taylor just rebounding, pushing the ball in transition. You don't stop her. Excuse me, Maya Caldwell. And one. But Team Sims, Cindy, every single player led by Odyssey Sims, she was the reason why they were able to get off to such a great start. But for Team Harris, it was Rebecca Harris, the other Harris, because there's a couple of them on there. Rebecca Harris, 3 for 4, 3 for 3 from deep. I love Rebecca Harris because she always stays ready for the moment so she doesn't have to get ready. A big reason why Team Harris has the lead.
Rebecca Harris with 11 points to lead the team wearing purple and white, and Odyssey Sims with 14 points to lead her team in orange. As you take a look at these first half stats, what does your Hall of Fame eye notice?
Well, field goal percentage is what and what. It's about even. But what really stands out to me is the three-point field goals. 8 for 17 for Team Harris, 3 for 11 for Team Sims, and they're very capable of knocking the shot down. I'd love to see both of these teams start shooting the ball better from deep.
Let's check in with the third member of our broadcast team, Don Davenport. Don, what do you have?
Yeah, Cindy and Sheryl, 18 points off the bench for Team Harris, and that was the conversation for Odyssey Sims and her team at halftime. They've got to do a better job of making sure that they lock down defensively consistently, and then offensively, here we go. They need to attack the paint, spread out, and look at Izzy. She's playing really well right now. Make sure they find her.
Ball goes into Izzy Harrison, right on cue. Wanted a foul call, didn't get it. Thank you so much, Don, for that. Maya Caldwell skipping it over to Sid Colson. 3 on the way. That's good.
Well, Cindy, to Dawn's point, she was saying that Odyssey was talking about they have to defend, and especially players that are coming in off the bench, led by Rebecca Harris, who we talked about at halftime, but 18 to 8. That is a big difference in bench points. So Team Sims, they definitely have to do a better job of that.
Izzy Harrison, the bump and the bucket as the foul is whistled against her sister Dory, sending Izzy back to the free throw line.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at that game plan from Team Sims saying we have got to get Izzy the ball. Because Izzy, every time she touches the ball, she is making something happen. She's either scoring, she's finishing, or she's drawing a foul.
If you notice that replay looked a little different, it's because Pat Lowry and her group have brought in a drone camera, part of our coverage here at AU. We do not miss a beat for you, the fan. Another shot from the drone. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, listen, it's new and different for me.
Yes.
I don't know if I could have played
with a drone. No. I know you played with a blimp over you for the national championship.
But look at this drone.
I know, it's amazing. And there is safety protocols in place. If a ball does hit it, it will just fall to the ground and a parachute will release.
Well, seeing how high it is and where it is, like hovering above you and I really hope a ball doesn't come this way and hit it. That means the players are either shooting the ball really bad or they're just passing the ball really bad.
But you know Odyssey's 3-ball has a lot of arc on it. Ty Harris earning a trip to the free throw line.
Team Sims foul on number 7, Alicia Clark.
So Alicia Clark picking up her 3rd personal foul, first of this quarter. And so it'll be Ty Harris at the free throw line. The captain averaging 15 points per game this season, 70% at the free throw line. Just 3 points so far, so the defense on her by Team Sims has been good.
Well, and that was a focus coming in, right? You know that Team Sims was like, we can't let Ty Harris go off in this game. But when you sometimes when you focus so much attention on one player, you tend to forget about some of the others, especially if they're players who are coming in off the bench. Hence, an 18-8 bench points.
That's a huge advantage. Right now, we're tied at 5 points apiece here in the 3rd quarter. And in the game, Team Harris leading by 5 as well, 54-49. You're taking a look at the in-game leaderboard. Odyssey Sims has a lot of ground to make up, currently in 6th here amongst the players on the floor. And the overall leaderboard shakes out like this. Maddie Siegrist in that pole position, followed by Odyssey, Crystal Bradford, Ty Harris, and Maya Caldwell. Maya has the kind of game where she can sneak around and get into the medal ceremony come tomorrow.
Again, you're talking about this game. We have another game tomorrow, but you're right. When you look at what Maya is able to do on the floor, just her stat points alone could absolutely move her into that 3rd position. And then if she can win quarters, she can win a game. Yeah, don't count her out.
Maddie Siegrist spectating for now. She will be featured in game number 2 of our doubleheader. Maya Caldwell off the mark. AC gets it ahead to Odyssey Sims. Odyssey, beautiful pass to Jalen Sherrod, who gives it back to O. Waiting for somebody to move without the basketball. Odyssey pulls the trigger. Shot won't fall. Ball goes out of bounds. It will belong to Ty Harris and company. Odyssey Sims' group leading this quarter by a point, and you can feel the intensity of the league pickup. The fans are in full force, and we have so many WNBA personnel members. I'm getting dizzy saying, hi, how are you? How are you? How are you? Like, this is, you can tell it feels real big time. Oh, good D by Alicia Clark. Nice pass. Jalen Sherrod creating space, taking what might have been a bad angle and creating a good one.
Well, one thing that Team Sims did in the first half, they got out and pushed the ball in transition more than just setting up a half-court set. They need to get back to trying to get some easy points in transition.
Ty Harris just gets that look on her face like, no, we're done playing with our food. Here we go.
I was going to say, and try to find a way to slow down Ty Harris.
Or Jalen Sherrod, back-to-back buckets for Team Sims. From Sherrod, she's quickly got 4. Ty Harris, triple try. Long rebound, poked back to the captain. Swings it over to Caldwell. Sid Colson. Denied by Isabel Harrison. Alyssa Peely for 3. And Dory Harrison saves it to Maya. Maya wanted to get it into Peely. No. Sid can't connect. Izzy says, give me that.
Wow.
Dory Harrison getting it done.
That must have been 4 or 5 offensive rebounds in that one possession. And for Team Sims, they've got to find a way, put a body on somebody. You can't give up that many opportunities.
Odyssey Sims getting it done, leading all scorers with 18 points after her first 3 of the day falls. Ty Harris has to kick it out. Caldwell triple is true. Izzy Harrison, double team, kicks it out. The lead is 1 point for Team Sims wearing orange in this 3rd quarter. Jalen Sherrod. And that personal foul will get whistled against Sydney Colson.
Well, Odyssey Sims, so good with the ball in her hands. Coming off 2 screens, you gotta get over that screen. And Ty Harris just penetrating, finding Maya Caldwell for a wide open 3.
So Sid Colson will take a seat after picking up the personal foul. Rebecca Harris is in. 5 on the floor. Both Harrises, Becca and Ty. Caldwell, Kia Nurse, no, and then yes. Alyssa Peely and Dory Harrison. For Team Sims, Asia Taylor. Odyssey Sims picking pockets. She's not going to miss from there. Odyssey Sims with another 20-piece.
Well, defensively, again, we talked about what Izzy brings defensively, but Odyssey is really good, a really good defender. And that time, she knew exactly where Ty Harris wanted to go with the ball.
Odyssey Sims group leading by 5 here in the 3rd quarter. Ty Harris somehow hung on to that basketball to get that shot to fall. Jalen Sherrod denied. Good recovery defense in transition by Team Harris. Ty waiting for people wearing purple and white. The lead is just 2 points in the game for Ty Harris and company. Ty circling, trying to shake Asia Taylor. Good defense. Harris pulls the trigger from distance. And Taylor says, give me that. Asia Taylor with her 5th rebound.
Dory Harrison just doing a really nice job on the offensive glass.
Ball is poked out of bounds, and it will be Team Harris basketball when we come back. Odyssey Sims will pick your pocket and tell you all about it on her way to the rim. She's got a cool 20.
What will it take to win? More points than Maddie? It has been too much Maddie Siegrist for the first 3 weeks of AU, and even last year as well, with her it being her first year. Maddie she just play. She doesn't have to have the ball. She's effective every which way on the court. Offensive rebounding, her ability to shoot, her ability to just catch and shoot, with a hand in her face. Like, there's so many different ways. She's just versatile, and it's just been too much of her lately.
I tell you what, these two have been 1-2 all season long. Odyssey and Maddie Siegrist, who you will see in the second half of our doubleheader, just bucket getters and play every phase of the game, which is why they're able to stab those pads.
And that's both of them, right? They play the offensive end, the defensive end. I love what Odyssey said. What will it take for me to win? Have more points than Maddie? That's easier said than done, because Maddie Siegrist is a walking double-double. Made for the moment, Maddie.
So as those two pad stats, the rest of the league is chasing. Odyssey Sims off the bounce, helping her own cause, trying to get that shot to fall, and that's a deduction of 10 points when you miss a shot. This sport rewards you for good basketball, dings you for miscues. Alyssa Peely, triple try, is good.
That was a beautiful shot.
3 players now in double figures for Team Harris, as Peely has a dozen. 17 points each now for Team Harris and Team Sims in this 3rd quarter, and the 60 leaderboard points on the line. Shot clock getting skinny. Taylor recognizes, rises, fires. Can't hit. Leslie with the rebound. Team Harris leading the game by 5, but we are tied at 17 here in the 3rd quarter, and those 60 leaderboard points that go to every player on the roster. Little heat check by Peely with the ball. And here comes Odyssey off the bounce. Little hezzy, and of course she got the roll. 22 for O.
Listen, and that was really good defense by Maya Caldwell. Just better offense from Odyssey. She's so crafty with the basketball in her hands, just pushing in transition, splitting 2. Odyssey said and 1. Might have got bumped a little bit.
10th straight game with at least 20 points for one Odyssey Sims.
That's light work for her.
So Izzy Harrison checking into the game as Alicia Clark will take a seat. 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Team Sims leading by 2. Ball was tipped, so it will stay with Team Harris, but the shot clock is winding down. Harris trying to shake Sims, and a whistle blows. Odyssey cannot believe it. The headband is not tight enough. I feel you, O. I feel you. Wow. Ty Harris stepping to the free throw line. Critical free throws here as Team Sims is leading this quarter by 2. Make it 1. Ty Harris now with double-figure scoring, looking to make it 11.
2 seconds on the shot clock.
And she does. Did she? Just putting it out there. So we are tied at 19 points apiece here in the third quarter. The lead is 5 by Team Harris in the game. Odyssey Sims, tough take. She's got 24. Oh, that lefty magic.
Well, Odyssey is paying attention to not just the leaderboard, but the quarter. And she knows how crucial this is.
Speed kills. So the guard tandem for Team Sims menacing. Maya Caldwell buries the 3. Lets the gym know about it. That was 1, 2, 3. Thank you. 71-67 advantage Team Harris in the game. Team Sims leading by a point in the quarter and a traveling violation against Asia Taylor.
Odyssey is not very happy on the defensive end, but offensively, she is just doing some great things with the basketball. Jalen Sherrod running through the passing lane, pushing in transition is an easy deuce. That's where Team Sims is at their best, when they can get out in transition and push the ball.
So Team Sims leading by 1 point here in the third quarter. Taking a look at the in-game leaderboard, and Sims has jumped up to the top spot. We showed you she was just in 6th place moments ago at the beginning of the third quarter. Kia Nurse, Maya Caldwell with the rebound, looking for teammates wearing purple and white. It is Team Harris with a 1-point lead in this quarter, a 6-point lead in the game. Less than a minute to go in the third, and the 60 leaderboard points up for grabs for the winner of this third quarter. Each team won a quarter in the first half. That block by Isabel Harrison, and then she took a shot in the face from Sig Colson. Everybody's okay. And it will be Team Sims basketball on the turnover of the shot clock violation. So Jalen Sherrod will take a seat. 5 on the floor for Team Sims. Taylor, Sims, Harrison, Clark, and Nurse. Shot clock and game clock differentiated by 10 seconds. Odyssey Sims is in her bag, ladies and gentlemen. She's got 27. Shot clock is off. Ty Harris attacking, and a whistle blows. Kia Nurse doesn't agree with the call. Team Sims leading this quarter by 2 thanks to the big 3 from O.
Well, Odyssey Sims is very well aware who's coming up after this game. She is trying to get all the points she can, knocking down a tray. Yeah, Odyssey was not very happy with the call she was getting against her and not getting on the other end. Offensively, she has just decided she's going to take over this game.
Team Harris has led the game by as many as 8. That lead down to just 3 with Ty Harris stepping to the free throw line. It's Team Sims winning this quarter by now 1 point, 26-25. Harris at the free throw line to equalize in the quarter, and the 60 quarter win points that are up for grabs for every player on the roster that wins this third quarter. Shot clock is off, a little more than 13 seconds to go. Harris makes a pair, and she's got 13 points. Odyssey looks at the clock, playing for the last shot and the quarter win. If the quarter stays tied, the 60 quarter win points will roll over to the fourth. Sims, 3. It would not fall, and that is how the third quarter will end. So all of those points will roll over to quarter number 4. Team Harris winning the game 75-70. What will happen in the final 10 minutes? We're about to find out together. Odyssey Sims is in her bag. 27 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists as she continues to rack up leaderboard points here in the Music City. Welcome back to the Music City, Nashville, a fantastic and extended home for Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball. Team Harris has a 5-point lead as we head to the fourth quarter over Team Sims. And we have a rollover point situation, the 60 leaderboard points for a quarter win. Roll over to quarter number 4. Ty Harris showed out in that third quarter with 10 huge points and told us what it would mean to win the whole darn thing.
I wanted to come in and show that I could score. I feel like a lot of people know that I can pass, I have the IQ, I can facilitate, but I wanted to show them that I'm multi-dimensional, so I can score, I can get my teammates involved. It's just kind of knowing when to do that. So I feel like I've been in a good position of being a facilitator, being the person to score, being the captain. And that's another thing too, like I feel like a lot of teams been telling me like I need to be more of a vocal leader because I'm more of a quiet leader. So just being a captain, being the GM, being that person that gets to pick each week, helping me to be vocal and leading my team to success.
So successful in that third quarter, a big part of the reason why her team has a 5-point lead heading into quarter number 4. 10 huge points, Cheryl.
Yeah, I mean, Ty Harris is a bucket. Ty, if they didn't know before AU, they know now that you are more than just a passing guard. But Ty Harris, what I love about it is that she can score in so many different ways. She can attack you, getting all the way to the rim. She has a nice pull-up game, can knock it down from deep. Ty Harris has been a huge factor in this game.
Izzy Harrison leaving it just a little bit short. Odyssey Sims leads all scorers with 27. Her season high 41, so you know she's got more in the tank. Ty Harris gets it back, gives it over to Leslie. 3 on the way. Kia Nurse hanging on to the basketball. Terrific effort, to your point, Cheryl, by Dory. Let's check in with the third member of our broadcast team. That's Don Davenport. Don, what do you have?
Ooh, Cindy and Cheryl, the sense of urgency from Team Sims in that quarter break. I tell you what, off the charts. Now's the time. It's one and done. This is make or break it for points. All of that heard during that timeout. Now for Team Harris, St. Colson told their team, you know they want it to be O and Izzy the rest of the way. Adjust accordingly.
Ooh, I like that. Understand the assignment, period. Thank you, Don. Izzy Harrison, the bump, bucket, and a free throw opportunity coming.
Well, that's, to Don's point, that's easier said than done. Even though you know it's going to be about Izzy and O down the stretch, you still have to be able to defend Izzy. And Izzy, when she catches it that deep, good luck.
It is Champions Week, and Izzy Harrison is playing like one. She's had a medal around her neck previously in her AU pro career, also a Defensive Player of the Year as well in Season 1. Harrison connects at the free throw line, and her line continues to grow. 7 rebounds to go along with 19 points and only 2 fouls. The way she plays so ferociously and stays out of foul trouble is just awesome.
It's just smart, like understanding the game, understanding the urgency, but also understanding how important it is for you to be on the floor.
Odyssey Sims lost a shoe, making sure her team had security of that basketball. She's got to relace him up. And it will be Team Sims basketball trailing in the game by just a bucket, winning this quarter by 3. Taking a look at our in-game leaderboard, again, at the beginning of the third quarter, we showed you Odyssey in all kinds of difficulty in the 6 spot. She has played her way all the way to the pole position.
And that's why everything you do on the floor matters, right? For her to go from 6 to the top just shows you how important it is, everything that you do. And Odyssey has been so aggressive offensively, not just scoring the ball, but doing other things as well.
So a foul is called. Odyssey at one point had Keely in a bear hug, which I thought was really cute.
But the foul wasn't called when she had her in a bear hug.
No, it was not. It was when she had her hand on the ball that the whistle blew. So Odyssey Sims picking up the personal foul. And it will be Team Harris basketball. So they've got the ball and the lead by 2 in this game, trailing in this 4th quarter. Ty Harris got 13 points. Maya Caldwell leads Team Harris with 16. Caldwell, triple try. Oh, that's good.
So pretty.
What makes Athletes Unlimited so compelling, the unique individual point system. Every player in our league has a running score. Points are awarded or deducted based on individual performance. Odyssey Sims, and one opportunity. She's got 29, looking for a 30-piece, Cheryl.
Listen, Odyssey is not going to slow down anytime soon. You better find her, you better double her, because she is going to keep the ball in her hands, just getting all the way to the bucket and one.
So Odyssey Sims with 29 can make it 30 here. Again, her season high, 41 points. She's got 30. Whew. Maya Caldwell saving it to Ty Harris. Good defense by Jalen Sherrod. And Dory Harrison took too many steps.
Well, Kia Nurse doing a really nice job of putting pressure on Dory Harrison, making her uncomfortable with the basketball away from the basket.
You going to talk your ish with Jalen Sherrod since Texas Tech won against Colorado today?
Of course.
Okay.
I'm not going to let her make it.
Little overtime win in Lubbock. Izzy Harrison with a beautiful turnaround finish. She's got 21.
That's nice, Izzy.
Ty Harris. Giving it up. Maya Caldwell has been sensational. 19 points and counting. Caldwell, pull-up jumper. Oh, she knew it when she let it go. She's got 21.
Maya. Listen, Maya Caldwell is nice.
I wanted that to fall for Jalen Sherrod. That was a spectacular move.
Maya Caldwell, I told you I am a fan, but Maya Caldwell getting it done for Team Harris. Just great pace. And Alicia Clark is a good defender, but Maya Caldwell said that's not good enough, AC.
So Sherrod will head to the free throw line. Unable to connect on that first one. Shooting just 57% from the stripe. The three-point shooting has improved for Jalen. That's the only thing left to check is that free throw shooting.
You know, it's so crazy because people say you're a good shooter, right? From 2, good shooter from 3, but why can't you make free throws? It happens all the time.
Yeah. I don't remember that being a problem for you because you didn't leave any crumbs.
Well, listen, they're free.
Yes, that
You
part.
got to step up and knock them down. It's just practice, just repetition.
7 minutes to go here in the first game of our doubleheader. Team Crystal Bradford taking on Team Maddie Siegrist in our second game. Caldwell is cooking with gas. She's got 24.
Woo, listen, Odyssey, you might want to call a timeout and come up with a different defensive strategy to defend Maya Caldwell because she is on fire.
Team Sims winning this quarter by a point. Sherrod, the middies. That was almost a free throw.
Yeah.
So hit that. It's just a free throw.
Oh, yeah, you got to get her the ball.
Caldwell trying to hang on to the rock. Working on a career-high day at the office. Caldwell, a career-high 26.
Listen, Maya.
Kia Nurse wanted that to roll in. It did not.
Kiara Leslie called for the Team Harris foul. It's her
Maya Caldwell just getting it done from everywhere on the floor. From deep is good. Putting the ball on the deck, attacking the paint, coming right at you for two. Maya Caldwell ain't playing with y'all today.
She has doubled her career high in three-point makes. Started the day with 3, now has 6 on 6 of 8 shooting from distance, Cheryl.
Yeah, defensively, Team Sims, if you want to win this quarter, you better find a way to slow down Maya Caldwell.
Right now, Team Harris is winning the game 85-82. It's Team Sims winning the quarter by a bucket. And Austin Kelly and company for Team Harris wants to have a conversation. So with that, we will step aside. Each team has made 3 of its last 3 field goals. Everybody's cooking in Nashville. Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball is sponsored by Nike. Taking a look at those atop the leaderboard, the top 4 spots here at Champions Week. In our game with 6 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, it is Team Harris leading Team Sims by 3, and Team Sims leading this quarter by 2. Maya Caldwell has been so locked in, Cheryl, it's silly.
Maya Caldwell, 26 points. She is just flat out shooting the leather off the basketball, CB, from deep. Looking at her bench, the bench celebrating, putting the ball on the deck. Nice pull up. I love her game. Maya Caldwell said, I might not be at the top of the leaderboard, but let me just remind y'all who I am.
Climbing her way up the leaderboard for sure, doubling her career three-point makes tonight, going 6 of 8 from distance. Taking a look at the 4th quarter, Team Harris, 10 points on 4 of 5 shooting. Team Sims also efficient, 4 of 6 for a dozen. You can tell everything has stepped up a level or 2 in this competition here in Champions Week.
And so now Team Sims, they have come out of the timeout into a zone.
She says with surprise in her voice.
I'm very surprised.
Why?
Well, first of all, if you're going to be in a zone, you can't give up a wide open layup like that. But a zone, you typically go to a zone when the other team doesn't really have shooters. And Maya Caldwell has proven that she can shoot the rock.
So Kia Nurse picking up the offensive foul, trying to set a screen. So that will give the ball back to Team Harris. We're tied at a dozen points apiece with 120 quarter win points on the line after we had our 6th point rollover of the season after a tied 3rd quarter. So 120 quarter win points and 180 game win points. That's about the only thing that hasn't worked for Caldwell. Leslie blows the bunny, and jump ball is called. It's your favorite time of the game, Cheryl. Conventional jump ball, no possession arrow here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. But Cindy, that last possession for Team Sims, the first possession, they were in a zone. They came back after that. They got man-to-man with Odyssey defending Maya Caldwell. Odyssey said, I will take this challenge to slow her down.
Dory Harrison, Izzy Harrison, you know they jump that ball up in the backyard all the time.
I don't know. I think Izzy probably was like, it's my ball, because she was the oldest sister.
I could see that. I could see that. Sid Colson with the clock winding down. Leslie, and they're going to get Dory Harrison for the push. As Kia Nurse says, yes, that is Team Sims basketball, dang it. I was thrown to the deck.
Kia Nurse doing everything she could to box out Dory Harrison.
You know what that reminds me? And I will die on this hill. Had Kia Nurse had not gotten hurt the season that it was Phoenix and Chicago for the championship, I think that Diana Taurasi would have got that 4th chip.
I might agree with you on that one. Kia Nurse, she was a big part of that team, and you know, it just absolutely stinks when players go out with any type of
injury. Playing so well. just lethal from three, doing all the little things well. That three position is so tough in the WNBA, and she plays it so well. And it's just a delight to have her here at AU for the first time and to see her healthy and hooping. Under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. It is Team Sims leading this quarter by 2. Team Harris leading the game by 3. Izzy Harrison has an eye roll that is legendary.
It doesn't really look like she's rolling her eye.
Right? So we've got a timeout on the floor. And since I just mentioned one of the GOATiest players to pick up a basketball, let's revisit the conversation because you weren't here on Thursday, Cheryl. On Tuesday, Diana Taurasi announced that she is officially retiring after 20 seasons in the WNBA, 6 gold medals, and the 20 seasons for me is remarkable, not only because it's one of the longest careers, but it's also the exact number of seasons that her mentor, Kobe Bryant, played.
Cindy, just look at everything she's accomplished, right? There really aren't enough words to really describe who Diana Taurasi is, who she was as a player, what she's given to this game, and I call her Dirty D. I loved playing against her, the ultimate competitor, and there's a reason why Kobe gave her the nickname the White Mamba.
Right.
Because she has that mentality, that spirit that he played with, and Diana Taurasi, without question, one of the best to ever lace him up, one of the best players I've ever had the honor to play alongside and to absolutely play against, and she will be missed from this. You know, some players you don't think they'll ever retire.
Right.
Like she was one of those players.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Because nobody wanted her to retire.
No.
Everyone's like, get it, D, get it.
But, you know, I saw her on The View the other day.
Yeah.
And she was talking about, I saw that. But what I loved is when she was like, you know, I've done it all.
Yes.
Everything that I ever thought I would do in basketball, I've done it all.
Yes.
And as an athlete, as a competitor, when you get to that point to where it's like, what else can I do?
Right.
And there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Then that's when you know it's time for you to move on to something else. And without question, whatever she decides to do next, she will absolutely be great at it.
Oh, yeah. I cannot wait for her to put on the headsets, get in the broadcast booth, and
love you, D.
Entertain us, for sure. It was such a privilege of mine to call her 10,000 career point game. To be on the mic for that was unbelievable. Now here at Athletes Unlimited, we have got a ball game for you. Team Harris leading Team Sims by 3 with under 5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter of play. We've had a points rollover situation in the quarter for a 6th time this season. So 120 quarter win points are on the line in the next 4 minutes and 48 seconds. And then you've got 180 game win points. So much up for grabs for players that want to move up the leaderboard and make Maddie Siegrist a little uncomfortable in that pole position.
Listen, you got to make Maddie sweat a little bit, and with Maddie coming up next, you know what Maddie's going to bring. But to your point, Cindy, 120 points are big for either one of these teams, but you know Odyssey Sims is really hoping her team can be the one to win this quarter.
Izzy Harrison now has 23 points, and Team Sims' lead in the fourth quarter is up to 4. Haven't heard from Maya Caldwell since Odyssey Sims started defending her. Oh, there she goes. Caldwell, corner 3, no. And Izzy Harrison is on the run with the rebound. So Odyssey Sims directing traffic, giving it up to Izzy. The hoop wouldn't have that shot. And a unique feature of Athletes Unlimited, a chair chat. Izzy's sister, Dory Harrison, is there. Dory, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Better now that I'm talking to you. What is it like out there? It feels like the intensity is off the charts.
It's a dog fight, guys. It's high intensity. These big plays everyone's making, it's just, you have to feed off each other. Ty being our captain, our goal today was just to play hard, to take away their main people, and we're just getting after it. Hustle over everything.
Dory, how competitive is it to play? I have a sibling with their brother, so you know it's different. But how competitive is it, and how much fun is it to compete against your sister?
It's so competitive. It's like playing yourself, but it's like playing yourself because we are the same body type, but at the same time, it's challenging. You know what I mean? I really enjoy it.
How about that from your sis?
She is not cheering for that.
I can't clap too loud. I can't clap too loud for that.
25 points now for Isabel Harrison as Leslie answers at the other end. 91-88 is the count. Advantage your team, Dory. Team Harris, what is it going to take to close out Team Sims?
It's going to take rebounding. It's going to take hustle and grind, and these are the things that make up a good team, you know, especially we have a lot of good W players, and I get to go out there and compete with some of the best, and hopefully that's going to give me a shot at competing with the best on the next level.
All right, Dory, we'll let you get back to it. I'm sure you're about to check back in. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dory. So Team Harris leading 91-88 in the game. It's Team Sims leading by a bucket here in the fourth quarter, under 3 minutes to play. Alyssa Peely all alone.
I love how Alyssa Peely got on the block and she commanded the basketball from Sid Colson. Sid put the ball right on the money. All Alyssa had to do was catch and shoot.
The teardrop falls for Odyssey Sims, who now has 32. Back and forth we go. A 3-point lead for Ty Harris and company in the game. A 2-point lead for Odyssey Sims group. Jalen Sherrod picking pockets as Alyssa Peely went down in a heap. She appears to be all right as Sid Colson looks back. Might have got the wind knocked out of her because all of her momentum was going one way, and then Jalen Sherrod just stripped the basketball. Kia Nurse will shoot free throws at the other end. And you see what Sid Colson did right there. That's what's going to happen in Indiana. Just that presence of mind, taking care of everybody, being a leader.
That's the leader that Sid always has been. But that last play, Alyssa Peely doing exactly what she's supposed to do, and Jalen Sherrod doing what she's supposed to do and help side, and was able to come up with the steal.
Big free throw from Kia Nurse, who now has 14 points on 4 of 5 shooting from 3, 5 rebounds as well. And she hits a pair. So the lead is 4 for Team Sims in the chase for that 120 quarter win points after the rollover from the third. 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. Ty Harris with the ball and the lead in the game. Harris, good big rebound by Sherrod.
Big rebound.
Kia Nurse waiting for teammates to arrive wearing orange. Asia Taylor trying to post up Maya Caldwell, and a whistle blows. Izzy Harrison back at the scorer's table, getting set to check back in. Fifth personal foul is whistled against Alyssa Peely, but you get 6 here in AU, just like you do in the pros. So Taylor at the free throw line. She hits the first. Would you like a chance to win a basketball autographed by all of our AU pro basketball athletes? Of course you would. Now is your chance. Go to auprosports.com/enter to sign up and win. Taylor splits a pair, so the lead in the quarter is 5 for Sims. We're tied at 93 in the game. 180 win points up for grabs. 120 quarter win points. Ty Harris up and in. Ty Harris now with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 dimes. Jalen Sherrod triple. Battle for the rebound won by Ty Harris. Ty ahead to Leslie with Clark to beat. And Clark says, "Are you kidding me? I was standing straight up." And it will be Leslie shooting free throws.
Ty Harris, so just putting the ball down, attacking. Might have been a foul. I agree with you, Ty. But just able to finish. That was tough.
So Team Sims taking a time out here, and that's to get Izzy Harrison back on the floor. You heard Dory Harrison talking about the intensity on the floor. Thankfully, we have players mic'd up and can share all of that intensity with you.
I gotta land, y'all. She can't get underneath me.
No way! Hey! No way!
This is crazy. Stay over there. Not today. Thank you. Nice, O. Ball don't lie. Ball does not lie.
You miss playing, don't you?
Well, in moments like that, I do.
Yep.
You know, just sitting here, I love the aggressiveness. I love, you know, Dory talked about how intense it is, and like you can feel it. So sitting over here, moments like this, I'm like, just give me one possession. Just let me have one possession, please.
Maya Caldwell, her previous season high had been 23 points. That was back in February. We are now in March. Happy Women's History Month, everybody. And now she has 26. But since Odyssey Sims took Caldwell as the defensive assignment, Cheryl, 0 points for Maya.
Well, that was Odyssey's focus, right? If we're going to win this game, we got to find a way to slow Maya Caldwell down. But you slow Maya down, and then you got to deal with Ty Harris. So I'm like, Odyssey, you got to pick and choose. You're going with Maya Caldwell or Ty Harris, because both of them are capable of taking over this game.
5 players in double figures for Team Harris, led by Maya Caldwell's 26. 3 players in double figures for Team Sims, led by Odyssey Sims, 32. What do you expect to see out of this timeout?
Well, for Team Sims, Odyssey absolutely is going to have the ball in her hands to create for herself or for someone else. But I would love to see a 2-man game with Izzy and Odyssey, because they're so tough to defend and everybody else crash the boards. And if I'm Team Harris right now, you know where the ball's going to go. You know it's going to be in Odyssey's hands, so you got to put a lot of pressure on her, make Odyssey give the basketball up, and then when they get the ball offensively, I just love them pushing in transition, getting easy buckets.
Definitely something to keep an eye on. The foul was whistled against Alicia Clark. She did not agree with the foul. It was challenged. Right now, Clark has 4 personals, and we'll see if this foul call stands. So a conversation with the captain, Odyssey Sims, and now we'll get an explanation at the table. Team Harris leading the game. Team Harris leading 95-93. And the adjudication is an inadvertent whistle and no foul call against Alicia Clark. That is a big change in momentum, because it was free throws for Leslie had that not been changed.
Well, and so because White had the ball when the whistle happened, White gets the ball back.
Copy that. Shot clock into single digits. Team Harris leading the game by 2. Team Sims leading the quarter by 3. Ty Harris throws up a prayer. It is not answered, and an offensive foul is whistled, but Ty Harris seems to be in a little bit of difficulty. And you hate to see this, because Ty has been fantastic today. Our Athletes Unlimited training staff quickly out to offer Ty Harris some assistance. 17 points, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and started the day in 4th place on the leaderboard. We will step aside. As soon as we have an update on Ty, we'll pass it along. Moments ago, Ty Harris helped to the locker room by the Athletes Unlimited training staff, able to put a little bit of weight on that leg. Her team leading 95-93 and has challenged the foul call that was whistled against her. What do you see here, Cheryl? It was an offensive foul call.
Looks like just the way she landed. I don't think she stepped. I can't see if she stepped on someone's foot. Sending good vibes her way.
Absolutely, because it didn't look like an offensive foul on her as well.
Yeah, I didn't see the offensive foul.
In this quarter, Team Sims leading 23-20. Here's another look at that replay, Cheryl. Is this an offensive foul?
I don't think so. I mean, she might have pushed off a little. Jalen Sherrod definitely sold it. I don't think so.
A lot of foul calls late here in this fourth quarter. A lot of trips to the monitor for our officiating crew, led by crew chief Clyde Mula.
You have been saying that name a lot tonight.
I'm telling you. Well, he's out here trying to make friends, and nobody's having any of it. A successful challenge, so the whistle is retracted. So they ticket Jalen Sherrod for the personal foul instead of Ty Harris, and it will be Team Harris's basketball. So they just changed that whole play. With under a minute to go, the call is overturned.
So if you review it, you're able to change the foul?
Apparently, you're getting the explanation. Again, Team Harris leading 95-93 in the game. Team Sims leading 23-20 in this critical fourth quarter. 120 win points on the line for the quarter win. 180 win points in line for the game. So the official ruling was...
I didn't get that part.
Okay.
What I got was the call was overturned, right? And because it would be Ty Harris shooting the free throw and she's injured, right? The opposing coach gets to pick a player from Team Harris to shoot the free throw.
Copy that. So Jalen Sherrod picks up the personal, and a designated shooter to be determined will shoot the free throws for Team Harris. Austin Kelly working that clipboard in the huddle as facilitator with Team Harris, and lead facilitator Shelly Patterson doing the same with Team Sims. Austin Kelly sitting across court from his new boss, Amber Cox. Indiana Fever in the house. Hello.
Little added pressure,
right? It is so cool that Austin and Karima get to be on the same staff.
I love that. Although I don't know if I could do that.
I couldn't. I love the separation that happens thanks to different seasons in my household.
I know.
Because number 52 is hurt,
Okay, so Dory Harrison is the player selected to shoot the free throws for Team Harris, and that selection made by Odyssey Sims Group, and the first free throw is no good. Dory Harrison, a 75% free throw shooter this season. 4 for 7 at the line. Make it 5 for 8. And now a timeout as Team Sims wants to talk about it and advance the basketball as well. Team Sims leading this quarter by 2, losing the game by 3. This is just the first of a doubleheader. If you are enjoying this game, just you wait. The person atop the leaderboard, Maddie Siegrist, is about to show out, Cheryl.
Yeah, and I cannot wait to see what Made for the Moment Maddie is going to bring in game 2. She just flat out plays both ends of the floor, rebounding, scoring, defending, passing. Maddie does it all.
She is number 1 in the AU in points per game, leaderboard points, win points, and MVP points. That's how you take home some hardware.
And second in stat points. So she is just getting it done. The win points for me is what really has gotten her at the top of the leaderboard. But Maddie, captain for 3 weeks, she has just put a very good team together, and that's why she is sitting atop of the leaderboard.
She's there getting her mind right, and I think one of the most impressive things about Maddie is she's been such a good leader in that captain's role. I have yet to hear from a player who wasn't trying desperately to get on one of her rosters this season. Let's check in with the third member of our broadcast team, Dawn Davenport.
Yeah, Cindy, 51 seconds left. Team Sims trailing by 3. Alicia Clark pointing out this doesn't have to be a home run right now. There's plenty of time. Don't panic.
Good advice from a senior leader with 3 WNBA championships on her resume. A whistle blows away from the basket.
Yeah, and it's a great point because there's still time, right? It's only a 3-point game. Team Sims, if they can score, if you have a 3 and it's the right person shooting the 3, then I say take it. But if not, get a 2, defend, come back, you're still in the game.
Dory Harrison has picked up her 6th personal foul, so her day at the office is done. Alyssa Peely off the bench to replace her as her sister Izzy steps to the free throw line. Izzy Harrison with 25 points, make it 26. She is such an elite free throw shooter, and you just don't see that very often for somebody who is so dedicated to the little things on the defensive end as well as playing offense so beautifully.
Well, it's repetition. And that's one thing Izzy does. Izzy spends a lot of time just working on her game, not just one particular part, but her entire game.
So the lead is 4 for Team Sims here in this quarter, and just 1 point in the game for Ty Harris's group. Leslie wide open for 3, off the mark, long rebound, winds up with Odyssey Sims. Thought about the home run ball, gives it up to Jalen Sherrod. Sherrod attacking and couldn't get the lay-in to fall. Shot clock is off, and Sherrod commits the foul.
It's a great take. That's a great take by Jalen Sherrod. She's so fast. Great play by Sid Colson. Leslie just couldn't knock it down. And Odyssey pushing in transition, which is what she does well. Jalen Sherrod just couldn't get it to fall.
All the body language, all of it. So Kiara Leslie stepping to the free throw line. She cuts into the quarter lead held by Sims. It's now just 3 points. The lead for Team Harris in the game is 2, 97-95. Shot clock is off. A little more than 11 seconds to go. She hits a big pair. So the lead is 3 in the game and just 2 in the quarter. Question for you, Cheryl. Is Odyssey Sims and company happy with 120 points for the quarter win after the rollover from the third? Or do you think they want the whole shooting match and the 180 points that go with the win too?
Well, it's Champions Week. Okay. So they absolutely want the 180 plus the 120. You said I was good at math.
Yeah.
That's 300 points, Cindy.
That part. Yes.
But here's what I will say is if they can't win the game, then absolutely they'll be happy with getting the 120 points.
Yeah, you got to walk away with something at this juncture.
Yes.
So Team Harris leading 98-95. Odyssey Sims leading all scorers with 32 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Taking a look at the overall leaderboard, and Team Sims trying to help Odyssey stay tethered to Maddie Siegrist in that top position. Crystal Bradford and Maddie Siegrist will be featured in the second half of our doubleheader, and there you see Ty Harris in the 4 spot.
Cindy, the 300 points, if Team Sims can get it, that takes Odyssey to the 6,000 point mark.
Oh, yeah.
And then if she can get an MVP, she's right there with Maddie, but knowing Maddie's coming up next.
A 3-point try will send Kia Nurse to the free throw line as Maya Caldwell picks up her first personal foul. And how big might this shot be?
Wow. It's a great little elevator screen. I don't know.
Are they saying she gets 2? They're saying she gets 3 shots. She was trying to pass the basketball, but has been awarded 3 shots.
Was she passing? Oh, say it, ball don't lie.
So now she has 2 more free throws.
You have to miss one of these
to add to the 2-point lead. She does that, so it's a 3-point lead in this quarter, and the lead in the game is down to 2. Desiree Young checks in for rebounding for Team Ty Harris in purple and white. Kia Nurse with a big free throw here. She's got 17 points. The lead is 4 in the quarter for Team Sims. Team Harris taking a timeout to advance the basketball, leading by just a point. 5 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. So Team Harris wants to hang on to this basketball. What do you think their strategy is for Team Harris?
Well, the most important thing, you have to get the ball in bounds. You cannot get a 5-second out of bounds call. So you got to get the ball in bounds and then just protect it. Because Team Sims are either going to come and foul you, or they're going to say, you know what, we'll just take the quarter win points and be done with it.
Both teams are in the bonus. What's the conversation in the Sims huddle?
Go for a steal. The first thing we want to do is go for a steal. If we don't get the steal, then you got to foul quickly, but you can't foul on a shot. I'm kind of surprised that Kia Nurse didn't miss that third free throw.
Why?
Well, you miss the third free throw, you try to get an offensive rebound, and then you can go for 2 and tie it.
Right.
Although here at AU, that doesn't really help you very much if it's tied, because the team that wins the game gets all the points.
That's true.
I don't know, Cindy. It's just too much thinking.
We're just hooping. Can we hoop? We just want to hoop.
I don't want to think. I just want to talk basketball.
But I tell you, this is what makes Athletes Unlimited so good, because there is so much on the line. Good basketball plays are rewarded, and bad or dicey plays are dinged. And that is really what separates the top of the leaderboard consistently year in and year out.
Well, yeah, and so because people who've never tuned in, maybe they're saying, well, I thought she had 30 extra points just a few minutes ago, right? Mm-hmm. And then you take a shot and you miss it. That's taking 10 points off of your overall total.
Yes. Would you have liked to play in this system?
Oh, I would have loved it. I would have loved it. But you also have to be very mindful.
Yes.
Where you sit on the leaderboard, and some of these shots, right? I would be like, you know what? I'm not taking this shot because I don't want to get 10 points deducted off of my total.
100%. Nice to see Ty Harris back on the bench cheering her team on. As soon as we have a health update on her, we'll pass it along. 5 seconds to go. Sig Colson inbounding. Colson getting it into Leslie, who is quickly fouled. And Jalen Sherrod thought she got all ball.
She got all ball plus arm.
Okay. I'll give you that. So Leslie heads to the free throw line. Just a 67% free throw shooter is Leslie, with an opportunity to make it a 3-point game if she hits a pair. She gets the roll on the first. She now has 14 points. And that is a career high for her. 4.5 seconds to go. She hits a huge pair. So the lead is 3 in the game and 2 in the quarter. 3-point lead, advantage Team Harris. 2-point lead in the quarter, advantage Team Sims. What do you want to see from Team Sims here coming out of this timeout?
Well, you got to have a 3.
Yep.
Right? Cindy, we have not had an overtime. You know what we do at AU?
Yes.
We do triple overtimes. We haven't had one yet.
That's true. Haven't had an overtime this season.
Listen, you have Kia Nurse, Odyssey Sims, and it looks like Taylor Maxwell might be coming in the game. You have 3-point shooters on your team.
Yes.
I am running some type of an action where Izzy's going to do a down screen, bring your shooter to the ball, give it to the shooter over the top, and knock it down.
Okay, so Team Sims in line to win this fourth quarter. Team Harris in line to win this game if Team Sims can't hit a 3 to tie, or at least get into a 3-point play situation. So it'll be ball out of bounds on the side for the team wearing orange and black, led by Odyssey Sims. Kia Nurse inbounding. Kia Nurse for 3, and the tie. It's off the mark And that is how the game will end. Odyssey Sims Group gets 120 quarter win points. But Team Harris, playing for the injured Ty Harris, gets the win and the 180 points that go along with that. Again, our final score, Team Harris winning 100-97. Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball continues tonight, 6:30 Eastern. Team Bradford taking on Team Segrist. Check out where to watch on the website, auprobasketball.com. For Cheryl Swoops, Don Davenport, and our entire crew, thanks so much for watching. I'm Cindy Brunson. Enjoy the evening.